Wow, I've had such an amazing response to my question last week about the benefits of the 13A visa here in Philippines. It's been extraordinary. I put the videos up and the comments that I got back on YouTube and Facebook have been incredible. I've had so much help from people, including a gentleman by the name of Walter who's gone through this process. And Walter's actually got a 5-part video on YouTube, which I'll put the link on down in the description so you can have a look at it. Now, Walter saw my video and a lot of other people saw my video, and there was kind of an explosion of, that's way too much. It's too expensive. It's too much. And I actually had a couple of people check it out and come back to me and say, yes, that is the actual pricing that they've been told. So they were surprised as well. The thing is, I found out later that the pricing came from an agency working inside the immigration office. So it was actually an agent giving me that pricing. So the pricing was 70,000 pesos. And I had so many people telling me, this is crazy. This can't be the price. This is not the price. But a couple of people did go check it out and come back to me and say that was the new pricing. Now, there's a thing here in Panglao, Bohol, where the pricing is a little bit different because of the tourism industry and because of the sheer number of foreigners that are actually living here. So what you find is pricing does go up a fair bit where we are right now. I mean, if you go to the Bureau of Immigration website, you actually find that it's 8,620 for the probationary visa, which is for the 12 months. And then it's somewhere between 8,620 and 13,000 pesos for the full visa. Now, here's the thing. It does actually say on the immigration website that it's subject to change at any time. And it also says on the immigration website that these figures are complete and correct as of, I think, around 2014. So you would think that they're probably updated by then, but they're a little bit slow to put that onto the website. All right, so what I wanted to say was thank you so much to everybody that's given me some comments on this and feedback on this. It's been incredible. It's been absolutely incredible how much information has come through. And I just wanted to do this quick video as a bit of an update from the last video, just to let you know the details that I found. That part of the process is that you need to go across and have an interview. And I believe that the agent was saying that because of COVID at the moment, this process is currently closed. And there's a big issue with being able to travel across to Cebu to have this interview. A lot of people actually mentioned this as well, that the back and forth between Panglao and Cebu, some people went back 3 or 4 times. And when you add up the cost, paying 70,000 probably isn't too bad. But then my mate Walter came to me and said it cost him around about 21,000 pesos, which is less than a third of the cost that it was told for him to go himself. Now, don't get me wrong, this is in Manila, this is in the head office, and all documentation that goes from any of the satellite offices goes to Manila and then comes back. The other thing was that the alien certificate of registration card that you need to fill in as well. This pricing has gone, I've been told that this pricing is between about 2,500 and the current cost that I was told of 10,000. Now, this has been confirmed by a couple of people that it's actually 10K here in Panglao. Interesting thing though, it's a nice little card with a chip on it, but the machine that makes that card is broken at the moment, so I can't get it anyway. Yay! Things that you need to do. The cost should be around about that 8,000 to 11,000 pesos. Those costs are subject to change though, right? Now, you do need to pay that price for the alien certificate of registration, whichever it is, and that's every 5 years. So that's an ongoing cost. And then apparently there's an annual report that you need to send through to the Immigration Bureau, and that costs you about 310 to send it through. Okay, so the benefits of this, you can come and go as you please. I don't need to travel with my wife. Now, I was saying before that with balikbayan, I can do that every 12 months. Now, I did mention in the last video that I thought that you could get balikbayan even if you don't travel in with her. As I understand it, and I could be wrong, and I know this is going to start a whole bunch of comments coming back to me and feedback, and I'm all happy for it. We need some sort of confirmation on this. But as I understood it, you could go to the port of entry with your wife after you've arrived and then still get that balikbayan 12 months. So back to the benefits. All right, the benefits are that you can travel back and forth as you like. You can come and go as many times as you want in a year, and I don't need to travel with my wife. There are tax benefits as well, which means that any money that I make overseas, I don't have to claim here and then pay tax on it while I'm in the Philippines. Okay, so they're not going to come after me for income that I've earned overseas. That's pretty cool. So it's unlimited stay, unlimited travel back and forth, and awesomely, I can actually work. The statement on the website says that you do not need an employment visa. So in saying that you do not need an employment visa, I was a little bit worried because it didn't explicitly say that you could work. But I have had that much confirmation, that much feedback that came through that said, yes, if you have this, you can work here, you're able to work. Still can't buy land, you still can't, there's a lot of things that you still can't do, but the main thing is you can work and you can get medical benefits and things like that from getting your 13A, which is awesome, right? Oh, bank loans. You can get bank loans, which is really, really cool. It's much easier. You take in your card, you take in your information, you can go and get a bank loan much, much easier. Now, the bonus for you guys sitting back at home in Australia, and this is something that I have confirmed a couple of times, at the moment, the Philippine Embassy in Australia is not giving out any visas, but that can change any time depending on COVID, etc. But if you are back in Australia, you can pay 270 AUD, not go through the probationary period, and get your 13A visa while in Australia. Before we came to Philippines, Emma got her dual citizenship, and it was so much easier to get it at the Australian Philippine Embassy than it was here. It was going to take 6 to 8 months to get it here. We got it in, I think, 2 trips. One was to hand in the paperwork. The other one was just to go and get it, which my mum did and sent it over to us. That is amazing. So it makes me think now. Emma's not here at the moment, but it makes me think, what is the best process for me now? Should I wait a few months? Because I'm currently here on a tourist visa, and I can pay every 2 months the 2,100 pesos and stay here for around about 3 years. That's not too bad. At the end of 3 years, then we can worry about what needs to happen. I'm hoping in the meantime, within 3 years, that all of this actually changes and opens up. We can travel overseas. I can get balikbayan, whatever it is I need to do. Because I want to go back and visit my family. I want to go overseas. There's a lot of things that we all want to do, and COVID's kind of stopping us from doing it. So there may be a benefit in me waiting 6 months or even 12 months, traveling back to Australia, getting it done there, and then coming back over to Philippines. There's one option. I like that idea, and I think it's probably the top one at the moment. The alternative is when the travel routes actually open up here in Philippines, we could go to Cebu or go up to Manila and get it done there and then, stay for a few days. I know that there are travel costs and, holiday costs and staying costs that, comes with going up to Manila or to Cebu, but it still kind of comes out cheaper than the 70,000 pesos. Now, there is one sort of thing that comes out of having this 13A visa, which is not a benefit. What happens is I now have to pay a travel tax every time I leave the country, which I think the first one, I'm just trying to remember what it was. I think the first one when you leave is about 2,800 pesos. And then every time you travel back and forth after that, it's 2,100 pesos to leave the country. So guys, I just want to say it again. Thank you so much for all your help this week. It's been incredible. It's been absolutely amazing. I'll have the link for Walter down below. I'll also have the link to the 13A permanent visa on the immigration website down below as well. So you can have a bit of a look and make your own decisions. And please, and if you have any comments or feedback on this video or my previous video, please go for it. And you guys have been amazing so far. So it's really, really cool. Thank you very much.